The Victorian government's been accused of kicking the can down the road over its toughest new bail laws in the country. New legislation will see stricter tests for repeat offenders trying to get bail. However, the government says the changes won't come into effect until there is enough room in the state's prisons and it's safe to do so. Premier Jacinta Allen also conceded she got bail laws wrong earlier this year and more needs to be done to crack down on crime. For more, Natalie Gordon, the sister of Ash Gordon, of course, who was killed during a home invasion last year, joins us live in Morwell, Victoria. Good morning again, Natalie. You and your family have been campaigning tirelessly for bail reform since Ashley's death in January 2024. What do you think of the government's changes?
I question why we're still waiting for people to reoffend. Why is it a second strike rule before they meet these tests and harsher bail laws? Why are they not being dealt with these harsher bail laws straight away? Why do they get a second chance? You're committing a crime, you need to be punished for it.
Right. So, for example, the person who has been found guilty of stabbing your brother 11 times was not on bail. So you're saying people who commit serious crimes, they shouldn't ever get they should never get out on bail in the first place. This is like a second chance highway.
Well, it is, isn't it? I'm not saying that they should never get bail or they should never get out because, yes, people can be rehabilitated. I'm not saying that that's exactly the solution, but what I'm saying is why aren't they coming up to these means tests the first time? I mean, essentially, as you just said, the person who's been found guilty for taking my brother's life was not out on bail. Why should he get a second chance? Because my brother doesn't get a second chance.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that if these laws were in place, something would have changed with your brother?
I think if harsher penalties for lesser crimes, as I've been saying this whole time, were in place, the possibility of something being different for my brother, yes, because although he was not out on bail, he was known to police. He had dealings with the police. He had done lesser crimes leading up to this more serious crime. As I continue to say, we need to look at the bigger picture. What are they doing before they get to these such serious crimes? There are little things that lead to this. We need to be looking way back at the lesser crimes that they're not getting a single consequence for.
Yeah, okay, that's a really good point. Natalie Gordon, thank you very much for your time again this morning in this tireless fight that you and your family are waging. Here's Shervo.